Hello. Today I'm going to talk about a tool I made, and I call it the locker room tool because it helps, I guess, locker room owners to remove locks that have been forgotten by people who work out in the locker room or put their stuff in the locker room without destroying the locks. So I have 3 locks here, which is about the types that you can find in a locker room, and I'll show what you can do with each lock. And the tool is a knife tool. Basically, it's just a windshield wiper, which I thinned down the edge to about 0.25 millimeters, which is 12 thousandths of an inch. So it has the 12 thousandths of an inch edge, and I sharpened the end a bit. Yeah, you can see, and to make it usable with these locks, and you'll see what I did next. So just about the handle, this is a Bosnian bill handle which I downloaded from the Lock Lab website, but since we're going to use the knife tool basically to stab things, we don't want the windshield wiper to go into the handle inside. So I modified the handle to have a little slot on the side, and I hope you can see the slot. And in the slot, in the slot, I put a piece of windshield wiper insert, and yeah, of course the focus doesn't work. And now this bit pushes against a metallic thing. So this will be available on UKLS and on my Thingiverse user. So I'll put a link in the description. Okay, so let's begin with these locks. So the first lock is this Yale 3-digit code lock, combination lock, and we can use the knife tool as a decoder. So I found this lock in my drawer, and I don't remember the code, but let's see how we can decode it. So you stick the knife tool under the first digit, and you gently press on it, and you will hear a loud click when we reach the notch. Did you see that? It's very visible and easy to feel. So the second one, again, I'm pushing slightly against the wheel with the sharp bit. Okay, I hope you could hear this. There was a really loud click. Okay, so the code is 330. No, I'm just kidding. It's not it may be the code, but in this case it's not the code, but we have the correct sequence of the wheels. So all we have to do now is just move the wheels simultaneously until the lock is open. So this is how you use the knife tool with the combination lock. Okay, so our second lock will be this, and this is a cheapo Chinese dial lock, and I actually have no idea what the code is or how to pick it. Actually, I ordered a few of these, and I'm going to cut one of them open in the next video to see the internal mechanism. But let's say you're in a locker room and you see this, someone forgot this on a locker, and you need to open the locker. You don't want to destroy their locks because they probably will come back tomorrow for their stuff. So instead of guessing the code, you can take the knife tool and just slip it in between the shackle and it's open. So it has a really weak spring-loaded mechanism here, which goes into the shackle, and instead of using a shim, you can just carry the knife tool and open these locks if they're on a locker. Now for this lock, which is also a cheap Chinese lock, you don't need to use the knife tool, although maybe later I'll try it. But I wanted to show how you could sort of decode it, and it has a design flaw in which to open it you need to press on this lever button thing. But this means that now when the button is pressed and you don't have the correct code, the shackle is pushing against the mechanism, the locking mechanism. So what you can do is just hold the shackle and start pressing the buttons. Okay, so one is loose, and I have no idea what the code is. Again, I lost the code a long time ago. So 2 is loose, 3 is loose, 4 is loose, 5 is loose. Okay, so I pressed 0 and it got stuck, and now it doesn't want to come back when I try to push it from the other side. It doesn't go back. So 0. Okay, maybe 9. It's hard to press, but not too hard. Maybe 8. Okay, so I clicked 6 and I felt the shackle give. So 6. 1 no. 2 no. 3 doesn't even want to be, oh yeah, it's loose. 4 doesn't want to go in. Okay, now 5 is stuck, and I can no longer return 5 after I clicked it. So let's continue. 9 is, you can't press it anymore. 6, you can't press it anymore. 7, you can't press it anymore. 1. Okay, so 1, I pressed 1 and then it's stuck. I cannot press it back. Okay, so 2, release the shackle. So these locks are pretty easy. You just hold the shackle pretty hard, and once you release the button, you can immediately feel the buttons bind when the shackle is contacting with them, and it's really easy to find the correct combination by going one by one. So if you're a gym owner or a place where people leave lockers and you don't want to destroy their locks at the end of the day, you could use a tool like this. And of course, never pick locks which you don't own. and always stay legal.